to address this?
Yeah, I'm conscious, Christina will contribute to this as well, but I'm conscious that for Hindus, for Buddhists, for Jains, it has a very different meaning from what people who aren't aware, who aren't educated about the origins and the meaning, the peaceful meaning of that symbol is for your religion. And that is why we need to carve out, make sure that it's respected when used by your communities, as it has been for a very, very, very long period of time. Christine?
Thank you, Anthony, and I would agree with your statement there. In the Parliament, the Australian Labor Party has really led the conversation about the rise of right-wing extremism and ideologically motivated extremism, which unfortunately we now know accounts for 50%, half of ASIO's priority counterterrorism caseload. But I don't think I need to tell people in the room that that's the reality. Because what you know, what we know sadly, is we have seen a rise in racism. We have seen an increase in hate-filled commentary online and in the broader community. And COVID did play a part in that, as have voices both internally in Australia and overseas. So we called for an inquiry in the Intelligence and Security Committee into extremism, particularly concerned to determine if Australia had the right laws and policies and approaches when it came to combating what ASIO now tells us is a terrorist threat in Australia. One of the recommendations that the Australian Federal Police brought forward was to outlaw certain hate symbols and certain hate literature. They said it would make it easier for them to disrupt radicalization, and I take that advice very seriously. In many ways, I welcome the measures taken by state governments in New South Wales and Victoria to ban certain symbols, including the swastika. But I think what is important is that in those state measures and those state approaches, there has been a carve-out. A carve-out recognizing for Buddhist and Hindu and Jain communities that the swastika means something different, that it is a symbol of peace. I think this is also an important moment where we have a conversation with the Australian community, not just about the rise of right-wing extremism and how we keep ourselves safe as a strong, united, multicultural community. Because what do the extremists want to do? They want to undermine democracy, they want to divide us from one another. But we also have the opportunity to have a conversation about what that symbol means for your communities and how it should be most appropriately understood and respected in Australia, and where it does serve as a symbol of hate, that we as Australians reject it, but where it serves as a symbol of peace, we embrace it.
Thank you very much.